Now, we trimmed this before, but we didn't do the edges.
What do you mean?
Oh, we didn't, we just cut out the sides, never mind.
We did both ends, that's it.
Right.
We haven't trimmed this yet because we don't know how to trim it, because you are large. So, alright, so now we trimmed out. We can't do all the biceps, all the forearms, so all the return edge. Inside's gone, the outside has what it needs. I went ahead as a bigger trooper, so I went ahead and cut these up just to do a test fit off camera. And what we got was, on the forearms, we did 12 and a half, 12 and a half, so it's 25. So from end to end, it's 25 on both sides. But the biceps is a big guy, so what we have is 50 right now. So it's very big. So now we have a baseline, and we can tweak this just a little bit if we have to. But I think 50 and 25 is gonna do pretty good. So if you put the arms together, one's not a lot bigger than the other. Just like I was telling you with the forearms, they're similar. They're not, one's huge like Popeye and one's skinny like olive oil. So obviously this is going to be a lot bigger. We're just going to have to make more than likely a 25 or 30 inch or 30 millimeter shim to go on both of them. And then the leg, since the arms are so big, the legs are probably going to be big also. So we'll just have, once we get to the legs, we'll have to see. And we're going to try to make the arms and the leg shims about 5 millimeters separate. Because that's how they are. 15s for mine and 20s for mine. So obviously we're going to probably do 25s to 30s here and 35s or maybe possibly 40s for his legs. So with that being said, I'm going to show exactly how I cut this out. And then I'll measure them and show you. So again, it's 50. So I did 25, 25. So I'm going to come here, my trusty ruler, and I'm going to put it here on the edge. There's an edge right here. And I'm going to come in 25. So all I need is 2 lines. 25. Come in. This is very hard to do one-handed, by the way. I'm going to come in here, make me a line best I can without it moving. So there you go. There's the line. So there's going to be some of this nastiness in there, but the shim, the outer shim or strip, is going to cover that up. It's not going to lay as flush. I might have to sand this down some just so that it can lay more flush. And I'm going to have that on both sides, and I'm going to have it on this side also. He's a bigger guy, so we're just going to have to go with what we got. 25. 25. 25 and 25. So what we do is we tape it all on, we try it out before we glue. So I've already done it with one arm, one bicep, one forearm. So I know 25 works, and 50 total works here, 25 total works there. This armor, the forearms are extremely large, so I had to cut a lot off to make it fit my smaller frame. But I'm 5'10" and 165, 160, 165. So I fit it just like the original actors. Alright, so we got this drawn. Go this one real quick. So this one, I can draw a straight line, but it's easier for me to cut a straight line. So I'm going to use the 10 snips. And I come here to do 12 and a half. So basically, in between 12 and 13. Because that'll equal 25. So once I'm done cutting it out with the 10 snips, I can go in there and actually make the edge a lot cleaner by using the belt sander. So almost got it. We don't have any glue, so all we're doing today is just taping it when he comes back. Then hopefully I'll have the glue, and then we can actually glue these together. There's two ways you can do it. You can just make an outer shim and then glue in the outer shim, or you can make the inner shim, glue in the inner shim, then glue in the outer shim. Me personally, I like it better where we do both, inner and outer. So this is a little bit slower cutting compared to cutting with a blade, but you can go a lot straighter. And if you're too crooked, then just use a belt sander to straighten your lines out. So there's that one. So if I failed to mention, we're actually doing ESB for this armor. So everything is going to be the same as A New Hope. The only difference is the teeth. They're going to be a different color. So instead of gray, they're going to be black. And it's just the teeth, not the frown. Return of the Jedi is the whole frown. And then we need different hand plates. We need hand plates that are for the snow trooper. So we're going to have to find some of those. This kit didn't come with the different hand plates. And if a little trivia, if you didn't know, when they made the movie A New Hope, after they finished that one, they saved some suits. So when they did Empire Strikes Back, they just pretty much used the same suits, and they needed a few extra. So they went ahead and made some more for the movie, but they used a lot of the old suits from New Hope. All they had to do was just paint the frown up a little bit and change to the different plates, because the New Hope uses rubber plates. They don't actually use the plastic ones. One more, then we'll tape them together and test fit them on them. Okay, so it's real easy to fit them together. No return edge goes together, return edge goes together. So some might be a little bit longer. You always line the top up, don't line the bottom up. So again on mine, because these arms are so big, these forearms, I trimmed these all the way off, and then I went in 7.5 on both of them, made another edge, so I had a 15. So I trimmed off a lot more. If you set it up next to each other, you can see how much smaller mine is, compared to this fresh one. Alright, so now we're going to do the arms. So these arms are very bad. So we're going to have to heat them up, but only when we put them together. We can't heat them up right now. I mean, we could, but it's so much easier when you put them together. If you look in the top part, it's a little bit flat here, it's round here, and flat here. So we got to make it more round here. This one is more, comes like that. We need to make it rounder in here and here. This one is really bad with it being oval instead of round. So we got to round it here, 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 and here. And that makes it more rounder so you can put your arm in. So he's probably not going to be able to fit into this one until we actually heat it up. Let's go ahead and try it.
Does it matter?
Oh, that one is your left one. That's, yeah, your left. So you're going to push it right here. Basically, when you put on, you're going to push it right there. And then this one's your right one. This one's your left one.
I can get it so up.
No, why are you going up so high? So let's take this off. Danny, go ahead and pick it up. So this one, you might trim this down a little bit. That's actually very big. So let's stand this one. So this is actually too big. I'm going to trim that down. See how it's falling? So we want to get a gap. Once we're done, we want minimal black here, minimal black here. So we're definitely going to have to heat these up. See, when I pinch it together, it actually fits up further. So what we're probably going to do is trim these down. Maybe leave these the way they are, but definitely trim this side down. We've got to heat this whole side and possibly trim this one down too.